Have you ever pondered the significance of maritime influence in the Indian Ocean? It's a question that holds more weight than you might initially think. The Indian Ocean, known for its strategic importance, is a melting pot of global trade and politics. It's a vast expanse of water that forms a critical link between the East and the West, making it a coveted region for maritime powers. Now, let's delve a little deeper. Over the years, we've seen an intense competition unfold in this region, a tug-of-war between global powers for maritime dominance. Two of the key players in this high-stakes game are India and China, both vying for influence in this crucial oceanic realm. India, with its geographical advantage and burgeoning economic power, has been making strategic moves. On the other hand, China, with its extensive port investments, is not too far behind, leaving no stone unturned to extend its maritime influence. In this context, we will explore the recent developments involving the Adani Group and its overseas expansion plans. How does it fit into this larger picture of maritime influence in the Indian Ocean? That's an intriguing story, waiting to be unraveled. The Adani Group, a major Indian conglomerate, has recently secured a significant US government financing deal. This is no ordinary deal, my friends. We're talking about a hefty sum of $553 million earmarked for a port terminal in Sri Lanka. Now, you might be wondering, why Sri Lanka? Why Adani? Well, it's all part of a larger chess game being played on the high seas of the Indian Ocean. You see, this move is a strategic counter to China's maritime influence in the region. Yes, you heard it right. The US is backing Adani to help curb China's growing sea power. And believe me, this is no easy task. The Adani Group, led by billionaire Gautam Adani, who is seen as a close ally of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, is being positioned as a key player in this maritime tug-of-war. But the journey to this point hasn't been smooth sailing for Adani. The group has had to weather a storm of challenges, including fraud allegations and a short seller attack. These adversities have tested the resilience of the conglomerate, casting a shadow on their overseas expansion efforts. However, with this new infusion of funds from the US government, the tide seems to be turning for Adani. The group is now poised to expand its reach beyond domestic shores, signaling a new chapter in their growth story. This funding deal has provided the necessary boost for the Adani Group to further their overseas expansion plans. With the new funding, the Adani Group is now eyeing further opportunities in neighboring countries. An aura of ambition and determination surrounds the conglomerate as they set their sights on expanding their maritime influence in Bangladesh, Tanzania, and Vietnam. The Adani Ports, the crown jewel of the conglomerate, is at the forefront of this expansion initiative. However, the journey to expansion isn't a clear sailing one. The global markets are tight and financing conditions are stringent. These factors pose significant challenges for Adani in raising the necessary funds for their expansion. The path to growth is not always linear, and the Adani Group is no stranger to this fact. But let's not forget, the Adani Group's resilience and robust growth capabilities have been proven time and again. A testament to this is their quarterly net income, which has seen a 4% year-on-year increase. This growth narrative tells us that despite the obstacles, the group has consistently managed to find a way to thrive and expand. While the challenges are many, the Adani Group's optimism is unwavering. They are steadfast in their quest to increase their overseas presence and counter China's extensive port investments. The journey may be fraught with challenges, but the potential rewards are significant. Despite the challenges, the Adani Group remains optimistic about their overseas expansion and the potential to counter China's extensive port investments. The future for Adani is not just about expansion, but also about making a mark on the global maritime map. The Indian Ocean holds great strategic importance in global trade and politics. As we've explored in this discussion, the Adani Group's recent securing of a substantial US government financing deal is a significant step towards expanding their maritime influence in this region. This move, seen as a direct counter to China's expansive maritime investments, signals the beginning of a new chapter in the Indian Ocean's geopolitical landscape. Adani's aspirations don't stop at Sri Lanka. The group is also eyeing opportunities in Bangladesh, Tanzania, and Vietnam. Despite the challenges they face, such as increased scrutiny and fundraising hurdles, the conglomerate has demonstrated resilience and robust growth capabilities. While China's extensive port investments pose a formidable challenge, there are indications of a shift in Beijing's approach to large bilateral infrastructure deals. This shift could potentially open a window of opportunity for companies like Adani. However, it is important to remember that Adani's primary focus remains its domestic business, which accounts for about 90% of its revenues. The journey to disrupt the status quo in the Indian Ocean is long and full of obstacles, but with strategic moves and the backing of powerful allies, it is not an impossible feat. As the maritime competition continues, the moves of players like Adani will be crucial in shaping the future dynamics of the Indian Ocean.